cleansing is called Tantra Yoga. And the word Tantra sometimes, because of people who use the ability of vibration to connect into others and things, it sometimes has a negative connotation where people say they do black magic and things like that. But that's not what the core concept of Tantra is, that which you can take the vibration beyond the body. And then, of course, the Hatha Yoga is the element related to the physical cleansing. So it is important for us to recognize that for people who are seeking to connect into the highest source of everything, God, it is very helpful to work with all of them together. If the body is not physically in good shape, it is difficult. But at the same time, the vibrations that run within us is all about everything that you consume through the body and mind. So whatever you put into your mouth, whatever you think in your head, all the activities you do consume through, all of them, they need to be in sync with your vibrations of who you are naturally. Everyone is born with a different purpose in life. Only you know what your purpose is. When the whole works like together, it's like the 2 hands and the 10 fingers working together. When you're working with, if all of them look the same, you cannot function and do things. So each one of us are built in our own unique way to fulfill the purpose of our life, right? So the thing is, to be in sync with your vibration is what we call as doing your swadharma, and that cleanses you. But then, as the Yoga Sutras point out, finally, what leads you to the highest is really that you surrender and seek from God. And so that is why the idea of physical, the Hatha Yoga part, the vibrational Tantra Yoga part, and the Bhakti Yoga or surrendering, all of them matter. Now, of course, that is the way to connect. Is it good enough to connect? Yes. For many people, it is good enough to connect and just let go. However, for some people, they are not happy enough with that. They want to know who is God. So they want to go and ask, who are you? Tell me, God, right? So when you want to go and query and want to know, that process of seeking out and knowing is the process of self-realization. And so what happens is, when you're able to make that connection, that yoga, then in which case, if you seek to know, and what is the meaning of seeking to know? You mentally ask the question. When you mentally ask the question, you will get the answer internally within yourself. Some of you might have experienced that you may have a question in your mind, and then you go to sleep, you have a good night's sleep, you wake up in the morning and you have the answer. Any of you experience that? That experience, what is it? In deep sleep, that is equivalent to samadhi state. That means connecting into the highest. So when you're in that deep sleep state, when before that, if you have thoughts in your or questions in your mind, they get answered because they intuitively come. The same thing when it happens in meditation where you don't fall asleep. Then in which case, of course, you can actually perceive the intuition instantly come within you, right? So this is the nature of yoga. So when we practice yoga over here, we do so with a combined effect of all of them together. You see, many of the people who come from the Hatha Yoga background, you will find that their spiritual understanding is very limited. They're only looking in terms of the physical being in good shape. Now, on the other hand, people who come from the vibrational aspect, the Tantra Yoga people, they get so fascinated that with vibration you can do something. They all get into the mode, I can do this, I can do that, and all of that, and that's what leads people away from the idea of connecting with God. But on the other hand, when you integrate all the three together, that gives you the highest level of impact on the cleansing. So we have, when we do our practice, we have divided into different segments. We first begin with the Tantra Yoga aspect of sound vibrations combined with the chakra system. And then thereafter, we work in terms of cleansing the physical nadis but paying a great attention to the prana nadi. In fact, when we talk about nadis, many of you have heard of the 5 forms of communication, right? When you do your puja and you're offering your prasad, what do you do? Prana swaha, apana swaha, vyana swaha, udana swaha, samana swaha, then of course brahmana swaha, right? So what is the prana element? The prana element is really the vitality that is there in anything. And without vitality, the body cannot survive. And where is the vitality in your body? The vitality in your body for a common person is being controlled and regulated by what is called the central nervous system. There are some doctors over here. So the central nervous system is the brain, the 2 hemispheres. The in between the 2 hemispheres is the corpus callosum. Then through the brain stem, the entire spine, that constitutes the central nervous system. So what happens is, there are various pranayama practice, and the central nervous system, the various pranayama practice can stimulate that. There is also the peripheral nervous system. So we stimulate both the central and peripheral nervous system with breathing practices. Then there is the physical element of the different practices, but there again, vitality or the prana is the most important. Whereas when we do with the chakra vibrations, we are paying more attention to the samana prana. Prana, apana, vyana, samana, right? Samana. So now vyana and apana are considered the lower level of communications that are more involved with the muscular and the biochemical and the fluid flows in the body. So if the upper communications are in good order, automatically, hierarchically, the lower ones will take care of themselves. So that is the general approach with which we follow. And of course, our organization, Life in Yoga Institute, is a research organization. And we have been researching on this. And we find that in the Ayurvedic system and many traditional medicine systems, they have also found ways of directly cleansing the apana vayu as well as the vyana vayu. And this popular culture is called detox, the detox approach, and that is very helpful for people too. And so of course, the detox element we don't do over here in the short practice, but because this is a daily practice and some of you do attend our daily through Zoom, so what we do is we are focused largely on stimulating the prana, samana, and then the last one, udana. The udana is the most important one. That is what takes your connection beyond the body into connecting well outside the body. There are different zones over there, in the spiritual zone and then finally into a zone of God. That is what takes you over there. And that awareness runs through what is called the Atmanadi, which is a different zone in the body along the front. So we seek to work with these 3, prana, samana and udana is where our practice is going to be focused on. So we start with the chakra vibration. So when we do the chakra vibration, we visualize along the middle of the body from the perineum. Perineum is right in the between the anus and the genital area. When you're seated, right in the middle in between your buttocks is where you have the perineum. So from there, if you draw a straight line to the middle of the body to the middle of the top of the head, that is along which we are going to do the chakra vibrations. And after we have done the chakra vibration, we will go into the pranayama practice and then some slight this thing, and based upon time we modify each day as needed. Okay, so for you this is not good. As starting point, everybody should have a straight spine. If the spine is not straight, the energy flow will get violated. In fact, it can do damage to you. I strongly recommend you should be seated on a chair. There's a chair, yes, right behind you. Okay. So bring your awareness to the perineum. The perineum is right there in between the buttocks. And as we squeeze there, it's like squeezing your buttocks, pressing on the little finger with the thumb, which you can keep it in line with the perineum. So it's called the Muladhara Chakra. We do the sound LUM. And we do this audibly. It's not a silent vibration. Okay? So close your eyes, focus at the perineum. And as we squeeze there, we do LUM. So begin by taking a deep breath in. LUM. Release the fingers, continue. LUM. Last time. LUM. Bring your awareness an inch above the perineum, and this is behind the pubic area where you urinate, just behind that. And as you draw in there, like squeezing from front to back, we do the sound VOM, and there we press the ring finger against the thumb and keep it in line with that Swadhisthana chakra. So take a deep breath in. VOM. Release the fingers and continue. VOM. Last time. Now bring the awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body. You can come forward, there is enough space, and come onto the stage if you like. So bring your awareness to the navel, and as you squeeze at the navel, and we do rum, pressing on the middle finger with the thumb, and keep it in line with the navel, and the palm inward facing towards the navel. Take a deep breath in. Rum. Release the fingers. Continue. Last time. Bring your awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do yum. Here it is difficult to contract, but do a mental contraction, pressing on the index finger with the thumb in line with the Anahata Chakra. We do yum. So take a deep breath in. Yum! Release the fingers. Continue. Yum! Last time. Yum! Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum with thumbs up with a loose fist. Don't close the fist completely, just with a loose fist. And you have the palms pointing towards the throat. And we do here hum. Hum! Release the hand. Continue. Last time. Bring your awareness to the middle of the head. And where exactly is the middle of the head? The easiest way for you to know is bring your fingers to the edge of your eyes and slide it all the way till it hits the ear. The two fingers where they are pointing right into the middle of the head, that's where you focus. So there again, we keep thumbs up with a loose fist and we do the sound chum. Chum. Release the hand, continue. Chum. Last time. Top of the middle of the head, we do Om. Again, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand and continue. Last time. Now we will go on to the Ujjayi Pranayama, and the Ujjayi Pranayama primarily impacts the peripheral nervous system. So how is it done? You focus on the lowermost part of the mouth, and as you inhale and exhale, you should have a mild sucking sensation. But there can be no strain in doing that. So you cannot go, if you do that, there is strain. You cannot do that. Okay? So how do you do it without strain? The way to do it is, focusing there, make a big smile with the cheeks coming out, and you'll find a slight stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth, right? So in yoga, anything you do with strain, the nadis get blocked, they don't clear. It has no use for you. It has to be done with ease and without strain whatsoever. So once you make a big smile with the cheeks coming out, you'll find a little bit of a stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth. So keeping your focus over there, inhale and exhale in slow, deep breath with your mouth firmly closed so that you're only breathing through the nostrils. And then you will find that awareness itself will take care of it. So I'll demonstrate for you and you can all follow. And as I inhale, I will lift up my hand, exhale, coming down. You'll see how slowly it goes. Slower the better. Very nice. As people become comfortable with this, they can take it into higher levels with visualization. But the visualization should not be done unless there is a certain amount of purification of the nadi. This, as we are doing through the middle of the body, we are balancing out, working with the chakras, what we balance the samana vayu. So what is happening is the samana vayu, along that, the Sushumna Nadi is where the chakras are located. So what it does is, it integrates your cosmic plan. Whatever is your swadharma with which you come, how the body functions, you integrate that together. That is what balancing the samana vayu is all about. So please continue, and as we continue this practice, we will do it with physical movement. So as you inhale in Ujjayi, lift up the shoulders, and as you exhale, rotate it back and slowly bring it down, and continue. Last rotation of the shoulders. As we continue the Ujjayi Pranayama, the same kind of breathing, now bring the hands together at the chest in a Namaste position. And as you inhale in Ujjayi, look up and stretch up. And as you exhale, bring the chin down and bring the hands by the side and slowly bring it on the side, bring it back to the starting position. So continue this way. As we are doing the physical movement, all of it is related to relaxing the spine. The spine and the brain constitute the central nervous system. As you inhale and stretch up and the chin is up, slightly tilt backward so that the spine stretches. And as you exhale, slowly come back with the side. Exact. Excellent. One last time. Now, make a fist of your hand and bend at the wrist and bring it into the chest and chin down. From here, again with the Ujjayi inhalation, open out the palms, make it perpendicular to the forearms, look up and stretch out and look up. And when you exhale in Ujjayi, make the fist again, bend at the wrist, chin down and bring it in. We are only bring the chin down, back stays straight, right? Inhale. Last inhalation and last exhalation. A very important part of the body that is connected with the spine is the neck. And as people age, a lot of people have neck related problem. And in addition to that, what happens is the main artery that is feeding the brain going along the side of the neck, the carotid arteries, that is where you have the receptor that looks to see there is enough brain going to the enough blood going to the brain, what are called the baroreceptors. And when people get congestion in the carotid arteries, what they call occlusion, right, blood slide this thing, then blood pressure begins to increase. So a very important element is the neck exercises, particularly as people age. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently tilt your head like this, stretching out the neck. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go the other way. Continue. So now we are going into the physical elements. From the Hatha Yoga Pradipika system, the physical elements of asanas are done by holding the position for at least a minute and a half, 2 to 3 minutes each position. However, the Tantra Yoga approach does all physical motion along with breath. In the Tantra system, physical movements done with breath, they call it as prana kriya. So what we are doing here is technically prana kriya. There was one person, very famous person, who was a student of the great yogi Krishnamacharya, person called Pattabhi Jois from Mysore. He was taught fully in the Hatha Yoga system. Then he discovered the value of motion along with breath and awareness. And so he did not know about the Tantra system that called it as Prana Kriya. So he created a new term called Vinyasa Yoga. And that has become very popular in many yoga schools. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now, as you exhale, turn the head and look over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn the other way, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, come back. Continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now, as you inhale, take the head back. Exhale, chin down towards the chest. Anybody who has been diagnosed with what they call, bulging disc in your neck, when you bring the chin down, don't bring it all the way down. Just very gently so that no pain is caused over there. Last exhalation, bring the chin down to the chest, and then we go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle. And continue. Last exhalation or last circle. Now let's go reverse direction. Inhale the other way and exhale, come back. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we will do a little bit of spinal twisting. So we have done the neck area. So we want to deal with the trunk and the lumbar region. So here what we will do is, we will do it along with a sound vibration. The sound vibration is ah. So as you take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you can twist to one side with the sound ah. Those of you who want to do it very gently so as not to overstretch, you can keep your hands in your lowermost ribs behind you. But if you feel you won't overstretch, you can do in a free hand motion as well. Okay? It is up to you. So take a deep breath in and let's turn to the right. To the left. Now we go to the back, and keep your palms on your seat, on your chair, or on the floor, and as you lean backward, Now chin to the chest, we do the sound, humming sound like makar. Take a deep breath in. Second round, we will do twice in each direction. To the right, take a deep breath in. Second time. To the left. Second time. Now to the back. Second time. Chin to the chest. Second time. Now cross one leg over the opposite thigh. Normally we do this one more round, but today because we are doing explanations and things, we are taking more time. So here, as we pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder, we squeeze the perineum at the same time with the sound lum, and as this comes here, we turn the head the other way. So take a deep breath in. We'll do this 3 times. Lum. Last time. Now the other way. Last time. Now we can use the sound vibrations we are doing to work on you a little bit more. Let's do one Om. So focus within yourself and feel the vibration of Om flowing through. We normally do it 3 times. We'll do it only once today. Take a deep breath in. Many of you can feel in the beginning when you did Om, and now when you're doing the Om, it feels different, right? The vibrations have cleared up. Now we can stand up, and those of you who don't have good balance, you can remain seated. So as you're standing up, bring your hands either to your hips or, yes, hips is good. Bring it to the hips. Take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, make a backward arch, pushing one hand and lean towards that side. And as you exhale, come up. Inhale, push on the other side, and exhale, come up. Keep alternating the 2 sides. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now you can keep holding there, or you can get hold of your elbows behind the back. Take a deep breath in, lift up the chin, pull back the shoulders, equal weight on both the legs, and lean backward. Take another deep breath in and go even further back. And as you exhale, slowly come up. And with each exhalation, lean forward, keeping the chin up. Don't let the chin drop. Chin is up and shoulder pulled back. The back is not bending. You're only bending at the hips. Inhale and exhale into the stretch you feel from the hips to the feet. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop the hands towards the floor. Now, without bending your knees, get hold of your ankles or feet wherever you can hold, and pulling on it, keeping the chin up, pull down. Don't let the chin come down. As you exhale, pull down as much as you can. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the head. And as you inhale, slowly come up. Now, bring the hands to the hips. Looks like, and if any of you are seated and you don't have good balance, you can hold your chair or something so that you can keep good balance. The others, keep your hands in your hips, and we go around the hips. Inhale half a circle, exhale, complete the circle. Continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation in this direction, then we go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we can take a seat and we will go on to the alternate nostril breathing. The Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, as sometimes it's called, or Anulom Vilom Pranayama. So when we do this alternate nostril breathing, it is important that not only we do the alternate nostril breathing, which most of you are familiar with, but add the visualization. Begin inhalation from the left nostril and feel the awareness go under the right eye and like a bow curves up, and when you finish the inhalation, bring your awareness in the middle of the forehead at the hairline. And then when you exhale through the right nostril, bring the awareness the other way going out to the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. Now, in various traditions, while people pay a lot of importance to what fingers they use, you can do that. And in one tradition, what they do is they actually keep one finger like this up here, because this is where you want the focus of the breath to go. So that's why they do this. It doesn't matter what finger you use, it is the awareness that is more important, right? So you can do it any way you feel like. Inhale from the left, exhale through the right. The finger should be higher. You should bring it right up to the hairline. Now we will do something which we call as the spinal mantra. The spinal mantra is something which is you visualize along the spine and you feel a flow of mantra go through. And if you are seated and if you can stretch out your legs, you can visualize it go from the feet all the way along the spine. And the reason this is important is because we find that as people age and the health of the spine weakens, in many cases this has been found to be very helpful. So we use it. So here it goes, just follow the directions as it tells you. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back. And then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. Aim, Yes, we will start from the beginning again. Shim, Jim. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, Jim. Aim, Shim, Jim. I'm Shim Jim. I'm Shim Jim.
You don't need
I'm
to say
Shim
it. You can mentally
I'm
visualize
Shim
good
Jim.
enough.
I'm Shim Jim. I'm Shim Jim. I'm Shim Jim. I'm Shim Jim.
You can say it if you want, no big deal.
I'm Shim Jim. 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 Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 I'm Shim Jim Jaim Haim Aim 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 Om.
Now we can go on to the Bhastrika Pranayama. So when we do the Bhastrika Pranayama, many of you know how we do it, but just as a repetition for you, anything done in yoga must be done with ease.
There can be no speed is not concerned. Everything has to be slow and smooth, right? So in Bhastrika Pranayam, depending upon your own capacity, some people, when they do it slowly, it can be as little as 6 breaths per minute. Others may be 9 breaths per minute. Our unconscious breathing is 15 breaths per minute, so it's much slower. And the most important thing is we want to fill as much of the lungs as possible. So if the lungs has, the right lung has 3 lobes, the left lung has 2 lobes. The upper lobe is towards, if you stretch out your shoulders, in the upper lobe you can stretch. The middle area is when the chest expands, and the lower area is when the belly comes out, right? So when you inhale, it is, for a lot of people, the belly part is not resilient, but don't worry about it for now. But the part that you want to focus on is, as much as possible, belly out, stretch back, open out the chest sideways and backward so that the shoulder pulls back, so you can breathe as much as possible. Now, some people like to use the whole hand to move. That is your choice, okay? Regular Bhastrika doesn't say you need to move your hand, but it is helpful to reinforce the movement, okay? So if you like to pull back the shoulders and get ready with open palms, and as you exhale, close the fist and fully exhale, taking the belly in and the chest collapsing. And then inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Now, we take a deep breath in and we want to hold the breath. And when you hold the breath, observe how you feel the sensations in the palms or anywhere in the body, right? So one good way to take the deep breath and hold is what we call Ujjayi Kumbhaka. So you interlock your hands, keep it at the waist level, and you inhale in the Ujjayi breath and then hold the breath. Hold the breath, chin down. Observe the sensations you may feel in the palms. When you can no longer hold the breath, exhale in between the teeth and bring it down. This is the Ujjayi Kumbhaka that is very helpful for the thyroid. And now, second round, we will do the same Bhastrika. But when we do in the end, we won't do the Ujjayi Kumbhaka. You take a deep breath in Ujjayi and hold the breath and become aware of the sensations in the palms. Okay? So, let's go on to the second round of Bhastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold the breath. Chin down, hold the breath. And when you're ready to exhale, close the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. We will go on to the third round because this Bhastrika has significant impact on you. So even though we like to keep the last 10 minutes for meditation, we'll go on to the last round of Bhastrika. Get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, chin down. Observe the sensations you feel within and your palms. Whenever you're ready to exhale, close the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. Then you can slowly lie down on your yoga mat.
The lights off.
Lie down. Oh, you can have the lights off or on, doesn't matter. Keep the eyes closed.
Okay.
Feel your body fully sunken onto the floor. We will do a quick yoga nidra given that our time is limited. So as you're lying over there on the floor, with the next breath in, become aware of your legs and take a deep breath in and tighten all the muscles in the two legs. Your toes are pointing out, your ankles are curled, you feel the stretch all the way from the thighs down to the feet pointing of the toes. Tighten, tighten, tighten as you hold the breath. Hold it tight as long as you can. And when you can no longer hold the breath, release everything and shake both your legs to the left and right. Roll it to the left and right and feel the legs completely relax. Take a slow, deep breath in, into the legs. Feel the legs energized. And as you exhale, forget about the legs, let it go to sleep. Now, focus on your buttocks and hips. Take a deep breath in, squeeze the buttocks, tighten the hips, feel it like raising like a half an inch from the floor. Hold it tight, hold the breath, tighter, tighter, tighter. When you can no longer hold the breath, drop it and feel the whole hips sink back into the floor, roll to the left and right and feel the hips, the buttocks fully relaxed. Now take a slow, deep breath in into your buttocks and the hips areas. Feel it fully nourished. And as you exhale, feel it go to sleep. Now bring the awareness to the trunk of the body. As you exhale, feel the entire back sink into the floor. Feel the belly go in, there is no breath. Hold out the breath. Feel the whole back tighten as you have completely exhaled out. Now, quickly inhale and feel the belly come out and the chest expand. Tighten the chest and feel the belly, everything out. Tighten, hold the breath. Tighten, 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 hold the breath. And when you can no longer hold the breath, bring the breath to the mouth and blow out and let the whole chest and belly collapse. Now, roll the entire chest at the trunk of the body to the left and right and feel the entire trunk of the body fully relaxed. Now, take a slow, deep breath into the trunk of the body. And as you exhale, feel the trunk of the body so relaxed, let it go to sleep. Now, bring the awareness to the hands, the shoulders, and the neck. Take a deep breath in and feel the vitality go into the shoulders, hands, and the neck. Make a fist of the hands, tighten all the muscles in the hands, lift up the shoulders right into the neck. Feel every muscle in the neck, shoulders, and the hands all tighten. Hold the breath. Take another deep breath in and hold the breath. Turn your head to the left and to the right to feel the neck stretch. Hold it tight. Tighter and tighter and tighter. When you can no longer hold the breath, drop everything onto the floor. Relax all the muscles. And roll the shoulders and roll the neck to the left and right. And the hands, feel it roll on the floor to the left and right. Feel it fully relaxed. Take a slow, deep breath in into your shoulders, hands, and neck. Feel it fully revitalized. And as you exhale, feel it fully relaxed and let it go to sleep. Now, bring your awareness to the face and the head. Take a deep breath into the face, into the head. Squeeze all the muscles there. Bring the lips together. Purse your lips. Squish your eyes, muscles, everything in the head. Hold the breath fully in. You can turn the head to the left and right. When you can no longer hold the breath, bring the breath to the mouth and blow out and relax the whole face. Take another slow, deep breath into the face. Feel every muscle in the face relax. And as you exhale, feel the head and face ready to go to sleep. So as you're lying down there, observe the whole body is fully rested and gone to sleep. You can inhale and exhale if you can feel the breath, then in which case as you inhale, feel the breath come up towards the head. And as you exhale, feel it go out of the feet. But if you are not able to feel the breath, which may be the case with some of you, just observe the vibration of the whole body within you and be in that deep, relaxed state. You can be in that meditative state as long as you want. It is 7 o'clock, so our usual session finishes over here. But since we are in this session, we'll make it a little longer today. And I'll play Om over here, and you can keep listening to it and you can be in that mode.
Observe the deep quietness within you and the sensations of your vibrations beyond the body. Whenever you feel you're ready to come out of this deep rest, turn on to the side of your body and be there for 30 seconds or a minute. And whenever you're ready, you can stretch out the hand onto the side on which you have turned. If you have turned onto the right side, stretch out your right hand above the head and bring your other hand across to support on the floor, and bending your knees slowly you can sit up whenever you're ready. Today, because of this a little bit of a not the Zoom session, and there are some 35 people over here. So normally on Sundays we have a question answer sessions, and if people have anything to discuss. So today, because of this gathering we have, we can spend a few minutes if you have any questions. And we have a book which we have as a textbook, and the other thing is, next to that you have a little card which tells you about our daily program which you can join by Zoom. Is there anybody here who attends our daily program on Zoom? Okay, some of you, half of you, but most of you don't. If you want the link over there to join into the Zoom program, it is there, right over there. Avni? Yes. That card, you can give it to people, whoever wants it. Yeah.
I want to thank you, Jalinji.
Oh, such a pleasure.
Namaste. And so, like, what
You
he
can
said was,
distribute it to people.
Let me just say something.
Yes, keep the Zoom.
Thank you so much. I missed the
So, like,
retreat.
what he just
Such a
said,
pleasure.
A retreat.
You
I've
can
seen
make this your
I go in the
first day
morning.
for his
Yeah.
everyday
Thank you.
yoga session
You're
he
welcome.
does on Zoom. He came to us today, but he can come to your home via Zoom every day. He started when we were all
Namaste, everyone. I think I'm going to just disconnect. There are no question and answers. So we will see you all tomorrow. Namaste, everyone.